y'all know what time it is? Do y'all really know what time it is? It's time to grab your popcorn, grab your best beverage. It's time to relax your ears. Wrestling season has returned, baby.
Ooh, yeah.
That's right. And it's time for your main event. Coming down the aisle, we have the one, Bobby Wrestles. And he is accompanied by the beautiful Mia Moore. This is the main event. Welcome to the All About Wrestling podcast.
Today's episode sponsored by Slowpoke Toys and Collectibles. Indie Wrestling Collectibles. Slowpoke Toys is your place to show off your love of independent wrestling with stickers, pins, magnets, etc. New designs and products are coming out regularly, so be on the lookout at your local independent wrestling show and vendors. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back. The All About Wrestling podcast. This is the briefing, and we have a great show for you today. As always, I'm joined by the one and only, the beautiful Mia Moore.
Hello. Whoa, what was that? Was that the death song?
It was.
Can we play that for a second? Introducing our special guest tonight, Rika Wildlee.
Wow.
Thank you for allowing me to be part of your podcast. It is nice to meet you, Mia Moore.
It is nice to meet you too.
Awesome.
I love the spooky vibes.
Awesome. So how are you today, sir?
Oh, I'm feeling amazing, feeling on top of my game.
Awesome. So you're from your part of town. I'm guessing that you travel some sort of carnival, correct?
Wow, quite the wizard you are, sir. That is correct. That is what I do exactly. Every time I have a match, I travel from town to town, setting up the big top for all to enjoy.
That is awesome.
And it's to my understanding that you are looking to win the light heavyweight championship of Louisiana.
Well, actually,
You've done your research. Yes, I am looking to gain a little gold, per se. There's one Xavier Storms that I've been chasing for a couple months now, and it's finally come to a head. September 17th, I'll be walking away, weighing just a little bit more.
Oh man, that is awesome. That is awesome. Xavier Storms, you better be on the lookout, man. So this is the light heavyweight championship against Xavier Storms in Jena, Louisiana. And this is United Wrestling Entertainment, UWE. Can you give us some information on UWE, United Wrestling Entertainment, where it's based, and how people can come and see you guys?
United Wrestling Entertainment, they have Facebook pages. If you go and you dig through my Facebook, you can find the links to check out the United Wrestling Entertainment. They are based out of Alexandria, Louisiana, which is pretty much right in the center of the state if you look at it on a map. But either way it goes, you can check out their Facebook, and they have a whole lineup of places and venues that they're going to be at with a whole amazing roster. And I'm gonna be part of it, so you need to come out if you get a chance.
Oh, that's great. Now, I think you're gonna win. I believe you're gonna win. So when you win, if you win,
I hope
You come back with the championship title. You be a guest and you show the world your accomplishment. Okay.
Oh, that's a plan. That sounds like an amazing plan. I would love to do that. We'll put it in the schedule.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, we have a segment that we want you to participate in, and it's called the hot seat. So what that means is we're going to ask you a series of questions or display a bunch of topics. All right. There are hot button topics. We want to get your opinion on them. We've talked about them. They're recent topics that we've talked about at the All About Wrestling podcast. So this is the hot seat, and you're in the hot seat. All right. So number one, I'd like to get your idea and your thoughts and opinions about Thunder Rosa in AEW. She recently took a leave of absence. There's speculation that she is vacating the title because she doesn't want any drama. Do you think she's legitimately injured? What's your take on the situation?
Well, I'm gonna take it out of AEW for a minute, and I'm gonna look over at the competition, WWE. You know, there's been a lot of changes happening over that way, and I'm just saying, with all the different things and different checks to be cashed per se, she may be looking at other things in her future, if you know what I mean. Taking a leave of absence from AEW just to check out greener pastures.
Oh, that's a good thought. I didn't think of that. There's been several changes. And since we're on the subject, Triple H, what do you think of the Son Incarnate taking over the reins in WWE, the changes, the things that we're seeing? Do you agree with what you see? Are you in awe? Do you like it?
It makes me laugh. It really makes me laugh knowing that D-Generation X is basically running the WWE after everything they put Vince McMahon and the entire company through. It makes me laugh so much. But with Triple H being the head of everything, really making the couples, I see the future product being more amazing than it has been in the past 20 years, because Triple H himself just isn't a wrestler, just isn't an athlete, just isn't a performer. He is a fan. And that is what we've missed. We've missed inside the wrestling business is somebody taking the reins that is a fan, that knows what a fan would want to see. And I think that's exactly what Triple H is going to bring to the table.
Wow. I think you have a crystal ball. And with this crystal ball, I'm going to ask you, since we have you on our show, maybe we'll get some good insight. Who do you think is going to dethrone Roman Reigns?
To be honest, what I think is going to happen is out of the blue, they're going to pull back in the Fiend. And once he comes back in, they're going to try to build him as the new face of fear in WWE, because there's not really a scary type character, a phenom, a supernatural style character in the wrestling business anymore. And with Triple H taking the reign and making the creative side of WWE really stand out, just like it did in the 90s when Kane and Undertaker and Mankind and all those supernatural type beings were running the show. Triple H has got to find the Fiend and really build him into building the next big thing.
Awesome.
That's right.
Awesome. On that note, in our live chat, we got Fandito, who says, you're right, Triple H knows what we want to see. Fandito, he's one of the co-hosts of the Nice Guy Andy podcast. Mr. Spades is here. He says he likes how you think. Hurt Hill. And then he says, Fandito says the Fiend would be a naturally good choice, but also Cody Rhodes could dethrone Roman too. That's a good choice.
That's very true.
All right. So since we're on this topic, AEW, WWE, if you were given the chance to go to either company, which company would you choose and why?
6 months ago, I would have hands down said AEW just on one simple premise, and that is the fact that they have a lot more, or had a lot more creative freedom. When Vince was over at WWE, he really had his thumb over what you could and couldn't do on screen. But now, with Triple H taking over and doing what he's doing with the company, I would happily say that I would join the roster of the WWE because there's no telling what kind of character Triple H is going to try to bring to the screen.
Interesting. Mia Moore, what are your thoughts of that?
I think he's right. I think I like that point of view. I just can't wait to see it happen.
Yeah. I think we're on the same page.
Yeah.
All right. Tony Khan. Tony Khan's has some decisions to make, some explaining to do. With the whole locker room debacle, the fights, do you think Tony Khan made the right decision? If you were also in Tony Khan's seat, what decisions would you have made?
Well, the way I see it is just like WWE. There's a whole roster of amazing talent on both WWE and AEW, and it does something. You have to suspend or maybe push to the side a couple of your top guys because they let their ego and their spite affect their business decisions. You know what I'm saying? So even if you got to push them to the wayside for a minute, you've got so many more talented athletes in the pack that you really put on a pedestal and push at this moment. It sucks to see CM Punk, but anybody knows his history of WWE, it's not a big shocker. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome. We do. I definitely know what you're saying. Very interesting point. And lastly, in the hot seat, we're going to ask you to pay it forward. So what that means is, whether it be UWE or any other indie wrestling promotion, name a wrestler that you declare should come on to the All About Wrestling podcast.
I'm going to say my brother. I've known for almost 20 years now. The Gatekeeper. He is a wrestler here in the WWE, but not only is he a wrestler, but he is an official as well. He has had stage 4 Hopkins lymphoma cancer twice and beat it both times.
Wow.
And went on and became a wrestler and a referee licensed in both. He is an inspiration to so many people, myself included, and I think he definitely deserves time to shine on your podcast.
Awesome. That's good stuff. Thank you for that. We will definitely reach out to the Gatekeeper. We would love to hear his story, and that's amazing. All right, so before we go to our monthly Wheel of Prizes, please let the viewers know where to find you on social media.
You can go to Google Rika Wildlee and all my links will pop up. I've got Facebook, Rika Wildlee, I've got Twitter, I've got Instagram, I've got TikTok, all of my things posted on my Facebook page. RIKAWILDLE, Rika Wildlee, the Parker Brothers Bazaar, Beyond Big Time, the Carnival awaits. You can search all of that and all of my things will pop up. I'm way too bright to be dim, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta check me out.
Awesome. Definitely check out Rika Wildlee. All right, folks. So Mia Moore is going to take it away and talk about what we have cooking for the month of September.
I hate when he does this. I actually have a few questions for Rika. Okay. So, what is the craziest thing? Because you look like a pretty crazy guy. So what is the craziest thing that you remember being intertwined with or doing, or just found yourself at the moment like, oh shit, like that type of moment as a wrestler? Where is the most epic moment for you?
To be honest, it was when I went to the gathering of the Juggalos and wrestled for JCW. That was, I can't explain the feeling. There was 17,000 people, I believe, at that event, and mind blown. That's all I can say. My whole mind was blown. I had to literally pick my brain up off the ground, dust it off, and put it back in my head. It was that crazy.
That's pretty cool. What inspired this unique look that you have?
Well, I've always been into the clown scene, and I'm really always been into the neon, black and white, the kind of rave type feel. And over the years, it just kind of blended together, and voila, this is the outcome of such things.
Okay, that's nice to know. I love your look, by the way. It's very unique, and you have a good voice for it as well.
Thank you.
Who is or was your role model wrestler?
Growing up, my role model was Jeff Hardy. Initially, it was Jeff Hardy, but as I really got to understand the business and started understanding that every match doesn't have to be just a bunch of spots, doesn't have to be just a bunch of jumping off of everything and making the crowd pop. There's a lot of more technical things that you could do. So then I really started following my ultimate hero, the late great Eddie Guerrero. He is my ultimate idol. I mean, I wish we would have got the chance to meet him, possibly wrestle him. But yes, I studied all of his things, and he'll always be my wrestling idol.
Really nice. That's a good answer. Very well explained too. Okay, so since we're entering this very spooky season and we have the most wonderful, scary Rika Wildlee here with us, right? I have one question for you that I'm pretty sure the contenders are going to want to hear. What is your favorite scary movie?
What's your favorite scary movie?
Hold on, say that again. Look at
I need some popcorn for this. No, my favorite scary movie would probably be Nightmare on Elm Street, Dream Warrior.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like that one.
That is probably my favorite scary movie, just over the top. I could watch it 1,000 times and it never gets old.
Yes, I agree. That's a good one.
Yep.
So contenders, if you have any favorite scary movies, let us know. We will be posting up tonight. We want to know what your favorite scary movie of the season is. Because who doesn't love Halloween? And like I said, we have Rika Wildlee here. And look at that hat. You have lights under your hat. That is pretty cool, man. I'm loving your outfit.
Wow.
Whoa, look at that. Oh my gosh, you look like It the Clown when you take that off.
I think I got an idea for Halloween now. That's great.
Oh man, you are creepy looking. So cool.
Awesome. All right, so folks, we got Rika Wildlee here, pro wrestler from UWE. All right, and for more videos like this and to see special guests as mysterious as Rika Wildlee, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and follow. All right. Now, one thing I do want to talk about, you've seen it all over social media, all over Instagram, our monthly mystery box, our monthly mystery surprise wheel.
Our monthly mystery surprise wheel.
Shut up. I got an echo in here. So there you have it, folks. It's $1 to enter. Okay. Unless you're a special guest, you get a complimentary entry, or if you join our channel, you get a complimentary entry. If you join at the champion level, you get lifetime entries on every monthly mystery prize wheel. So far, those are our entries. So by the end of September, we will have our drawing live on the briefing. All right, so make sure you get into this. Only $1 reserves your spot. All right, so we're here with pro wrestler Rika Wildlee, and I'm excited. You know why? You know why, guys?
Why are you excited?
because it's time for trivia. All right. So we've brought trivia back, folks. And all of our wrestlers, all of our special guests, our wrestlers, they get to take our trivia challenge. And currently, Alice Starr from Canada is our current.
The Alice Starr.
The Alice Starr is our current All About Wrestling podcast trivia champion. All right? So, are you ready for some trivia?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's do this. All right, so we have 5 questions. You have to answer all 5 questions correctly to become our new champion. All right. Question number 1. Can you hear us?
Yes.
All right. Question number 1. The larger-than-life ex-wrestler may also be remembered as the People's Champion.
Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
Correct. So you got number 1. All right. Let's get you nice and comfortable.
What up, Mr. Spades?
All right. Number 2. This female wrestler's finishing move was called Stratisfaction.
Trish Stratus.
Correct.
That was the easy one.
Bandito says that's too easy. All right, number 3. Where was Hulk Hogan billed from? Not Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan. Where was he billed from?
I don't have a clue.
Coming down the aisle from blank. The immortal Hulk Hogan.
From something Beach, Florida.
Is that your final answer and final state?
Yes, I something Beach, Florida. I think. I don't know.
Folks in the chat, you guys want to answer this? Let's see if they can get it.
Is it? It's not Panama.
No, it's not Florida.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Come on, somebody answer this, please. Mi amor, do you know this?
No, I don't know this. Like, no. I'm the wrong person to have on this. Like, I would fail everything, guys. Sorry.
Oh, Bandito, you're so close. It's not.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Spades, thank you. It's Venice Beach, California.
Oh, you Googled it.
Did you Google it, Mr. Spades?
Mr. Spades, I need proof, man.
All right, well, Rika Wildlee, you got to 3. And to be fair, the hardest questions so far that we've done have always been where wrestlers were billed from.
I rarely pay attention, you know. So.
And the only reason I know that was because as a kid, growing up during the Hulk Hogan era and the WrestleMania 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that stuck with me. Now we have 2 other questions. We can continue. You want to try to see if you can answer them?
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Space says, "I'll call him right now. I want my belt."
That's only one for you, Mr. Spades.
Uh-oh.
All right. So look. All right, number 4. All right. This wrestler is the first ever ECW champion. And this surprised me. This really surprised me because I had no idea. But I did research this, and it's proven that this legendary wrestler, was the first ever ECW champion. I know you guys in life. No, close. But you'll be surprised when I tell you Jimmy Snuka was the first ever.
Really?
Yes.
I would have never guessed that. I would have never guessed it.
I was surprised myself. Jimmy Snuka, believe it or not, was the first ever ECW champion.
I was going to say Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho was in ECW at some point.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Chris
Yeah.
Jericho. But that's a good guess, right?
Yeah, and so was RVD.
I'll give myself a pat on the back.
This one. All right, this wrestler tried out at the WCW power plant and was told he would never make it as a wrestler. He went to WWE and he became a 6-time world champion. Who is he? I was surprised by this too.
He became a 6-time world champion?
6-time world champion. World champion. I should give a little bit of a hit.
Can I say? Because I know the answer to this.
All right, hold on.
Whoa, guys! Can you guess from that sigh who that was?
Oh, be quiet. Sean Johns. Sean Johns is in the house.
It's the guy he's so envious of. He swears I'm gonna just fly away with him.
It's not him.
Not him. Oh.
You're wrong. All right, Rika Wildlee, you give a guess?
I know that Taker was in WCW for a short time, but I don't know.
Yeah, he was. I don't think he was a 6-time world champion though. Fandito says he thinks it's Steve Austin. It's, believe it or not, guys, Batista.
Oh.
Batista. Yeah. Sean John is in the chat room. Sean's the wrestling encyclopedia. That's from Fandito. So we have Rika Wildlee, pro wrestler from United Wrestling Entertainment. He's with us, and he's going up against Xavier Storms for the light heavyweight championship in September 17th to be correct?
This weekend, this upcoming weekend.
All right, so we're hoping that you come back with this championship belt. You're going to be a guest with this title. You hear that, Mia Moore?
Yep, that means we want to see that gold that you're gonna drape around you.
That's right. You're going to help us become the podcast of champions. All right, you'll be the first. Well, the second, because the legendary Ron Starr has his title. Yep, you're going to help us do that.
We'll make that a plan. And I promise you'll be seeing me all over Instagram with that title.
Uh-oh, Sean Johns, we got to have you on the show. I hear you're actually trying to take the Alice Starr up on that title, huh?
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna bring Rika Wildlee back too.
Yes, we are.
All right, so Rika Wildlee, what's your finishing move?
Well, I've got two. I've got one, and the reason I came up with this move and gave it this name is because I'm not very big of a man. I'm really not. I'm not that big of a guy. I go against guys way bigger than me. So I've got to have a move that I can do to all size guys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's basically a front flip neck breaker, and it's called the Big Top. Because I thought it would be very cool to hear the announcer say, "Hey, there's Rika Wildlee setting up the Big Top."
Oh, that's great. That's great.
I thought that would be pretty neat. And then I got the UFO drop, which is basically I get them in like a torture rack position. I do 360 spins 4 or 5 times. Then I let go of their legs and we land in a neck breaker.
Wow. That sounds vicious.
That does sound vicious. Yeah, a neck breaker is exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah. It's it actually made the news.
Oh, wow.
Louisiana.
Really?
Yeah. UWE just put on a show that a couple weekends ago, Wrestling for Wreaths, and basically we were making money to put wreaths on the veterans' graves from Christmas.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah. And they done a whole big spread on the news about it and all that kind of stuff, and it was on the news actually.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so crazy. How stoked were you?
I was very. I didn't know about it until my dad called and was like, "Hey, you know you're on the news," and I'm like, "Oh, what?"
Whoa! So it was like such a surprise to you.
Yes, I was on the
Wow.
news and on the front page of the paper.
That's really nice. That's
That's cool.
exciting.
That's
So
really
you're
cool.
making history, so that's really cool.
Yes. I mean, I come from a town of about 3,400 people. Very small town. Everybody knows everybody. And honestly, I'm the first person to actually, me and Gatekeeper are the first handful of people to go off and do something. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the basic jobs around there, logging or working on an oil rig or something like that.
Wow.
That's cool.
Well, I really wish you the best in everything that you do, and you have a very, very interesting and unique character, and I really love it. So I hope to see you back on the show with that nice piece of gold strapped around you, and I'm excited to see you again.
Yes. Can't wait.
All right, so you have to one last time tell the viewers where to find you on social media so they can go and look at all your pictures, your videos, and all your information.
Yes.
All right, you can find Rika Wildlee on Facebook. If you look at the name at the top of the screen, you can see how to spell Rika Wildlee. I don't have to go through all that, but you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. If you go to ProWrestlingTees.com, you can get all the amazing Rika Wildlee merch you want. You can be representing the sideshow just like I do every single show. But you guys need to check out Rika Wildlee, and I'll be catching you this weekend, the 17th of September in Jena, Louisiana, where I go against Xavier Storms for the UWE Light Heavyweight Championship. And I will be back on this podcast with a little bit of extra gold.
Oh, that's what's up.
Ooh,
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Also, thanks. Special shout out to Inferno, who was in the chat room communicating with the contenders. Thank you so much for joining us, and come back, Rika Wildlee. And folks, this episode has been sponsored by Slowpoke Toys and Collectibles. All right. Slowpoke Toys is your place to show off your love of independent wrestling with stickers, pins, magnets, etc. New designs and products are coming out regularly, so be on the lookout at your local independent wrestling show for vendors. Meow More, you have anything else you want to say?
You already know. Share, follow, subscribe, and make sure you spread the word. The All About Wrestling podcast. Keep it locked.
All right.
Hello
Yeah.
there.
Hey.